Hello, everyone. Welcome to Euro Schmoe. I am a very happy bunny today because Euros have started, and I'm sorry, Matt, but come on, England! Come on, England! Come on, England! Come on, England! We beat Croatia 1-0 today. I don't really care about Schmoedown at the moment. I'm just really pleased about Euros. Someone else take over. I just want to gloat. Thank you.
Of course, you're only interested about Euros because they're the only place you're winning. Oh my God.
That's a good one.
Wow.
That's a good one.
You just set yourself up for
Liam.
Liam,
you know how much I hate you right now, right?
Thomas is sending you some pity.
Raheem Sterling 1-0.
I'll be honest. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Thank you. I know.
I will say our manager should put Vlasic instead of Kramaric from the beginning.
I wouldn't have mattered against the old England.
Oh my God, Thomas. Yes. Okay.
How dare you, Thomas? England
you,
played
Thomas.
amazing.
Thank you.
We gotta win the Euros.
Come on, Liam. Let's be honest. If they play like this, they won't win the Euro. If they play like this.
Well, that is very harsh coming from the team that lost today, Matt. You have no right. We won, and that's what matters.
I never said Croatia will do good. I never said Croatia will do good in this Euro competition this year.
I will be honest with you. I'm just interested to see who will be the second team, because everyone knows England is going to win this group. So maybe Scotland will be second.
My guess would be Croatia, but after that performance, who knows? They weren't very good.
I'm not really happy about the Scotland, so I know we said that Ben would represent Scotland in our group, but Ben, I like you. Maybe stop.
Yeah, so it's amazing how it worked out.
Anyway, let's talk about Schmoedown now.
Sorry, yes.
Please.
We have to. No, I'm kidding. It was an amazing week, as ever, in Schmoedown. And it was a really good week for me in terms of our league, but enough about me. Let's actually just go straight to the pay-per-view of the week. Thank you, Ben, for putting our spoiler alert up, as we will be talking full spoilers, as we always do, regarding the pay-per-view on Friday night. So, shall we start with the title match or the number one contender? What are you feeling?
Well, there wasn't a title match, Liam.
Sorry, I meant tournament final. You know what I meant.
Okay.
We will be talking this because this was an awesome match.
Yeah, this was awesome match.
So, I believe I think I went gold leader with Matt on this one.
Yeah.
So
I'll just say this. And you guys know this. I had a feeling Harper would win. I said that when we watched the Friday's match.
That's why I thought you spoiled me, because you said something in the message. I was like, oh.
I just had a feeling that Thomas will win, but I said, okay, I was picking gold leader from the beginning. I won't be mad if I lose the point because Liam picked the same, so I'm right now still 1 point behind Liam, so it's okay. But it went like, as I said to Ben, this show should be called One Question Difference, because in so much of the matches this week,
one letter difference.
Yeah, there's a reason why. There's a reason I called our show check down, check out, and I'll talk about it in the next segment.
So the thing is, in so much matches this week, we have a win on literally one question difference or multiple choice or something like that. So it was a very exciting week. I'm not mad at all that the gold leader won. I was sure that whoever loses this final will probably has a big chance to winning the whole tournament next tournaments. And whoever wins between Dimalanta and Kelly should be really scared, because especially those two are something else. And good job to Thomas. I really recommend him, because it's hard to get not distracted when you are in your vacation and you have to play. That's even more impressive. So yeah, I'm not gonna say anything bad about anyone. Even I think that even Finstock managed actually pretty good this match. So yeah, nothing bad to say about anyone in this match. So excellent match. It was enjoyable. So yeah, that's it.
I hate to give Finstock credit, but he actually spoke a lot of sense in the post-match interview, and I was kind of
Yeah.
sitting there agreeing with him, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's talking logically. Everything he says is correct." And what he was talking about was, in this league in Star Wars, if you miss one question, you're probably going to lose the match. And just like today, when England beat Croatia, all it takes is 1 point or 1 goal. It's all it needs. Doesn't have to be by 2, by 3. All it needs is 1, just 1. just like England did to Croatia. Matt's left the chat.
Oh.
That's right. I just have to get it in as often as I possibly can.
Matt was just fixing his lighting.
No,
you look so good with that other lighting.
Nah. Yeah. I as soon as Gold Leader missed the question, I thought he was going to lose the match, because that's just the way the Star Wars League is at the moment. So Harper, I didn't think was going to miss from that point onwards, and especially once he got through round 1, I was like, it's game over. I just knew neither of them are going to miss again. I had a feeling. So yeah, that's all it takes. And unfortunately for me, because I picked Gold Leader, that's just the first match I think in the tournament he's missed a question, and it happened against Thomas, and you can't miss against Thomas. So they're both amazing. I fully expect Gold Leader to do really well in the tournament. So we'll just see what happens. But well done, Thomas. I like you a lot. I just had a feeling Gold Leader might pull it through, as he had probably a slightly better record up to the date of the final. But yeah, I don't. I'm just so happy.
Thomas should say well done too.
I wonder what Liam meant when he said he had a good week in the Schmoe.
I wonder.
Yeah, because
I'm just,
they're still
England
the
won,
same.
so everything doesn't
Okay,
mean
yeah,
so.
everything is okay. That's fine. This was one of my favorite matches this year, definitely, because we were watching the Doug Benson, Chris Van Vliet match before, and we were like, this is so entertaining. We are enjoying this. This is so much fun. And I never would have thought that like a 5-rounder tournament Star Wars final, that's like one of the most intense things ever. I never would have thought that I would have even more fun in that match. And it's all thanks to Gold Leader, because he's just so chill. I laughed out loud and like replayed, even when I was watching live, that moment when he says, it's free. We were taking free like 4 times, because it was just so funny. It's so entertaining, and I didn't expect it. And it's because all of the people that were involved. It's because Guy and Mark have amazing chemistry, and it seems to be building up. It's because Kate is one of the funniest people alive. And it's because Harper and Gold Leader seem to be really respectful towards each other. And it was just so much fun. PP wing, chicken wing, DIY wing. I just laughed the whole match, and I expected to be like on the edge of my seat, worrying that Gold Leader would win and that Liam would be even with me, and we all know what a catastrophe that would be. And I just didn't think about that the whole match, because it was so entertaining. Both of them are so dedicated. Both are future Star Wars belt holders for sure. And even Gucci was okay. So yeah, I'm really, really just so happy for Thomas. And I'm also so happy for Gold Leader, because for both of them, for their first 5-rounder, to like Gold Leader missed one question. It wasn't even a whole question. He just missed one letter. And that's it. And yeah, they're both amazing. And I hope they will both win a belt soon because they both deserve it. I just don't know what I will do if like Dimalanta and Harper play together. It will probably break my heart. But yeah, that's it. Ben?
I would like to do something quickly. And I apologize for everyone's ears. Take out your earphones.
Oh, I really like that.
Oh, what is happening?
Finally, Teresa and Matt have come back to the winner's circle.
And
Okay.
Teresa and Matt?
He meant
yeah.
Ben, right?
I mean, Teresa and Ben. I mistook that.
Your name wrong.
I messed up my own promo.
I was like,
Yeah, we finally won together. It like never happened.
oh, it's just like Croatia lost. Sorry.
Wow. Jeepers, and I thought I would be the heel today.
Yeah. If we are going to be petty, I will just say one interesting fact about that, Liam. Do you know that you are the only country in the whole Euros who will play every single game you play at home at Euros when you're supposed to go into different countries, and you are playing literally every single game at your home pitch?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is
So
getting
excited.
heated. Just don't worry, guys.
Oh,
England
wow.
won't win the whole thing. They would have to play much better than they did.
Scotland will win.
So, yeah. Ben, talk about the match.
So yes, I love this match. I was very nervous during the whole match because going into it, I was 4-0 or 3-0
It was a
in our
harsh week for you.
prediction. Yeah, this was a terrible week. So I was really, really hoping that that Harper would pick up the win at least. But it was a brilliant match. As everyone said, missed by one letter, and that's cost you the whole match. I said to Teresa, I love Gold Leader. I love how chill he is. I
Yes.
love how he
So funny.
came back from the mist and just kept fighting. Like they will be Star Wars champions, and it makes the Star Wars championship bout that much more interesting instead of being dominated by one person the whole
Two.
time. Or two, yes. Which makes it so much more interesting. And in fact, quite frankly, to me, makes it more interesting than the singles.
Okay.
I'm pleased Kate's got a title shot as well.
Sure.
I defend
Which-
that
Yes.
he needs it, I think.
And she managed
And yeah,
beautifully. Beautifully.
yeah.
She
Yeah.
did. So
the
managing
thing-
both parts were good.
But the thing
Surprisingly.
is, I was just that was like I was watching it and I was just saying to myself, okay, let's be honest. Most of the Star Wars players doesn't need like managing or anything because neither Kate or Finstock could actually say to them something like, I had a feeling that Gold Leader and Harper were the ones calming down the managers and their hype and stuff like that. So
Can
like,
you hear me clapping?
I disagree with you on one thing, Matt. I disagree with one thing. In that Whiteley match with Thomas, I could see that he was thinking too hard, and you could see that. And then Kate came in and calmed him down and had him do a little bit of a laugh, and it
yeah,
calmed him
I
down.
said most of the
So he
time.
wasn't
Most of the
thinking too
time.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, but yeah,
And I
but
think like in this kind of match, it was actually amazing that they kept hyping their players. Like I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that they were like so into it. You could see how much both of them wanted this. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Can we have please like 20 nominations for the match of the year this year?
I know.
Is it possible? Can we do
Matt.
something about that?
I think Marisol Janine's still my favourite currently. It was the emotion of that match. But
It's so hard, and
I
like
disagree with you,
Dimalanta,
Thomas.
Damon, is Shazam, and
there's so many.
couple.
So many.
So many.
It'll probably go to a match in Spectacular. It usually does.
Yeah, because recency bias.
Recency bias, but
But last year that
I'll
match
still
deserved
vote
it.
for the
Like,
Dimalanta
I
match.
don't know.
yeah.
I think it will be pretty hard to beat Dimalanta Damon.
Damon. Even if it happened again, like the first time we saw something like that happen, I think was pretty crazy. Yeah.
shall we move on to the second match of the
Yeah.
pay-per-view?
Yes, we
Yes,
shall.
let's keep celebrating Ben.
Choose carefully.
This was so much
I
fun.
chose so carefully.
Do you want us to kick us off, Ben? Because you seem really happy
Yes.
about your win here.
Oh, the audacity. Choose
I
carefully,
really,
Ben.
really love this match. I love this match. This is the reason why I chose this title for the show. Check down, check out. It's because in 2 matches, checking down to multiple choice cost people the game. On one question, checking down to multiple choice cost them. So, and it cost Parker. It was so close, so very, very close. Both of them hit their 5, 2, 3. Had it not been for that one check down, we would have still been playing today, I'm pretty sure. So they were going blow for blow. They each missed one on the first round. I actually thought Parker would do worse since he was saying, oh, he's going to be perfect, he's going to be perfect. I thought he might spiral down after missing the one. But he seems to have recovered pretty well, so that was good.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
The one question where he had to check down was really tough.
Yeah.
It was like
But-
vote for a random.
Yeah, but I'll say this:
Yeah.
Chandru also had a couple of specific questions in his category.
Yeah, I'm not disparaging
Yeah.
like the level of the question. I'm just saying that I get that he didn't get that one.
Yeah,
It was
I
tough.
had a feeling, and I didn't watch the match live. I watched it tomorrow, day after it went live, and I said to Ben before the match started, you lost so much this week. I have a feeling you will win. You will win this. That was the main reason I was going into that match. Okay, Parker will probably lose because Ben will probably get a break to beat all of us finally. So
Yep. I really needed that win.
yeah. So for me, this match, well, for what you said, Ben, I saw on Parker's face that he was shook when he missed the question. I think that it was a little bit of luck on the Schmoe down God's side, that it was Middle Earth that he knows really good, and that Chandru missed that question, so he could relax. But I saw on his face when he missed it, he wasn't okay, I missed it, let's go. He was beating himself up, and then I heard Middle Earth, and I knew, okay, he will know this. But when I saw that Chandru lost that question, I just knew it. Okay, Parker is back, and it was also a great match. I need to really comment Swekanda King Winston on the comedy.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, it wasn't as so much of a managing as was a comedy show. Maybe that's good for Chandru, but for me as a watcher, it was awesome. And yeah, that's it. The match was good. I'll be honest, I finally missed the Harry Potter question. I said it was in the 6th movie and it was in the 5th, so I couldn't pull which movie it is, and yeah, and that's it for me.
So that was a really good Harry Potter question.
I actually got that one. It was a guess, but I got it. I was quite pleased. Yeah, I love that Chandru and Winston are friends again. I've missed their dynamic. I loved absolutely found the King of Swakonda the best thing ever, and I need him to bring that back. It was so good. Chandru Sparrow, amazing. Like I'm happy that he's not Hill again. They're friends again. I missed it. I realized how much I missed it. And last week when we spoke about this match for our predictions, we said we haven't seen Parker miss yet. What will happen when he misses? And then he lost the match. He recovered really well, to be fair to him. He could have easily have like got in his own head, but he then hit his following 9 questions. And the other thing I mentioned was, I'm going to pick Parker, but I wouldn't be shocked if Chandru does this because he had a title match. That's the only time we saw him. And he's now had longer to study the new categories, which we clearly saw in this match. So, Chandru, like, I'm sorry, I should have gone with you. You gave me that big belt energy and I didn't pick you and I regret it. So, no, I won't do it to you again, my friend. Okay? And, you know, if you ever want to get in touch, I'm here. But
so Liam, you will again go against Mike. That's good. That means that Mike will win.
I hate to do that to Mike because I kind of feel like I will. I just loved Chandru and Winston's dynamic. It was amazing, and the little dance break, and it was so good. And the only thing I don't like about this result is now they have to choose between Mara or Parker.
I hate that.
Yes,
and I think they were kind of counting on one of them not being in the tournament.
yeah.
So
I
think it should be Mara personally because Parker's had a shot before, and Mara hasn't been able to play a tournament since she came into the league.
But I kind of don't know if Mara like wants to, like if she's like in the right stage right now. I'm not really sure.
I think it's gonna be probably they will play a match probably inside the faction, and the winner will be in the tournament. I think that will be fair, and I think that's what will Kaiser do. So
it's a really tough choice. Like heck, it's a really tough choice. I personally want to see Mara because I think Parker's had some opportunities this year. It's a hard. It's either way. It's just a really crappy position. So. You know.
They both lost one match this year, so I think they had like an equal amount of opportunity. It's true that we missed Mara last year. So like, and I'm a big Mara fan. I do love Robert Parker, but Mara is like one of the best Schmoe humans for me. So I kind of wish it would be her. I kind of wish they do like 2 tournaments. Probably won't happen, or maybe two IG players like. 16.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
18,
it is, unfortunately. 16? I think it's going to be an 8 person.
It's probably. Well, I'm just like I want to see them both in the tournament. So that sucks.
Me too.
But
is what it is.
And
we'll have to see who picks.
Yeah, I love that Chandru like does the whole costume thing. I love how he explained it. Like he said that every time he tries to bring other costumes, other cosplay, and why I really liked that. I like that he was more respectful than I ever saw him. Like he still was nagging Parker a bit, but it wasn't that disruptive. I wasn't as annoyed with him.
But Parker was nagging him back.
Yes. And I liked like I think if Chandru didn't miss the second question right away, Parker might have more trouble to like get from that situation. Like he seemed a little bit shaken, but then by it being even, I don't actually think him missing one question had any like reasoning, it wasn't the reason why he lost. I think he genuinely just didn't know the quote from the movie. So that sometimes happens. That was the one question that he just didn't know. And I think the reason why he was so shaken, he said it in the post interviews, he actually knew that. He watched the movie recently, and those like probably hurt the most when you actually do know the answer and you aren't able to pull it. So I get that, but I think like with performances like that, he has to get there eventually. It's not like there won't be more opportunities for him. So, and I'm glad Swag got some points because Winston really needed this. I don't know why I keep saying it. I want Dungeon to win. But I'm like always, the faction race is more interesting.
Yeah,
It is.
that's
It
it.
is
isn't
more
it?
interesting now. And
Yeah.
Swag
Don't
now
want them to
has
run
2
away with it.
opportunities in the next month to get a belt, and both of them I think are reasonable for them. Maybe they will have 2 belts after next month.
And they
It
got
could happen.
Paul's title shot from free for all as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So
One thing I did, Liam said it, the dance break. Like, how much time do we have? 25 seconds. Okay, dance break. It was amazing. That was like both of these matches, all 3 of the Fridays matches were so fun. Like the energy was really good between all of the groups, and this was one of them. I enjoyed it. I even enjoyed Chandru, which is like unexpected for me, but it happened. I loved the costume. I loved the whole energy. I love how he keeps saying thick belt, and it sounds so sexual. And I just love the whole thing. So I'm kind of happy about it actually. I'm happy for Ben. He really needed this, guys. So
I
yeah.
did. And
Great
we
match.
had Zeddy.
Yes, the Zeddy moment. Yeah, it turns to our show for a second there. I never played someone old enough to be my daddy. That was really weird and awesome. And it broke
Yeah.
Winston. He couldn't recover from that. So, yes.
yeah.
Okay,
filthy
well, I'll put myself back into my correct place quickly and correct the
Oh, hold on.
standings.
You better
But this
move
is
me
not
into
right.
Louisa. There we go.
Yes.
She wouldn't have it if I was in the top spot.
No. We have rules here.
Well, I had to move myself down before I could move anyone else up. Because we're going to go into the match that I really thought I had a chance of winning, but did not.
You were very
Thanks to,
unlucky.
again, a multiple choice.
That was it, wasn't it? That was the only difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They went
this was
perfect
tough
otherwise.
for you. And when it happened, as soon as he dropped, I said to myself, he's going to lose. I kind of, I was like, the way Gold Leader was playing, as soon as he dropped multiple choice, I was like, that's it. He's lost the match. I just saw it, like the standard of Star Wars. And like, I'm not saying it to bash him or anything. Like, he played amazingly, but the way Gold Leader was playing that day, I was like, he's not going to go to multiple choice. This is it. And as soon as he dropped, I was like, I think he's lost now. And Gold Leader hadn't even had his questions yet, but I just had a feeling that was going to be the difference, and it turned out it was. But Zach's amazing,
And quite frankly,
he's a really good player.
I don't blame him for dropping down on that one because it had to be a specific answer. It was difficult to get because it was like a whole bunch of numbers together. I would have dropped down the multiple choice there, to be quite honest with you.
Oh no, I completely understand why he did it. I just knew when he did it, he was going to lose. That was the thing.
Yeah.
I forgot to say just one thing in the previous match, just to bring myself up. This is the fastest. Parker's 5-pointer was the fastest 5-pointer I knew ever. I knew it immediately. They didn't even finish the question. I just knew it. I was so proud of myself.
What was the question?
The beast quote. Quote from the beast. I was doing this.
I didn't know that.
This mutant right stuff before you were born.
I don't know. Like I wasn't sure that it's the beast, but he was the only person that I thought of, so I would have guessed that too. Yeah.
I thought Magneto, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I'm one of the rare people who actually do like X-Men movies.
Oh, I love X-Men, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't love Apocalypse, but
the Last Stand kind of ruined them for me.
Yeah, Last Stand and Apocalypse could be better.
It's one of those movies that I saw when I was a children, so I didn't really understand that there are some problems there, and
So on the Zach Gold Leader match, I really don't have anything a lot to say about it because both played really good. Sucks for Zach, good for Gold Leader. I'll be honest. Gucci again impressed me. He actually was like managing and telling God Leader not such a bad things. He did like bash Zach for coming to the multiple choice and saying goal leader, okay, he checked down, you can do it. And that, as Liam said, unfortunately, that's the state of Star Wars division. You go to the multiple, you miss one question, that's it. So yeah, it sucks for Zach. Good for goal leader. Good for me. I got the point. But it was an awesome match, and really not so much. I understand why he went multiple. He wasn't sure, and he probably knew that if he missed, God Leader would steal it for sure, because now he would have a what's wrong, and yeah.
I have a quick hot take, and I'm not a competitor, and I'm way out. I'm not in line to say this.
I agree. I don't think
think
you should jump
if
to multiple choice in that situation.
I think he should have guessed, because even if he guessed wrong, it's a 4 point.
I agree.
And
someone
I
mentioned
do-
it in the Facebook group, and I completely agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hot take, but I feel like
It's not. I think a lot of people are saying this. Liam. Like
Thank
your
you.
takes are never that hot. It's a lukewarm take. And I knew you were going to say it, but I agree. Yeah.
You agree? Okay.
It's in
Honestly,
the situation,
I
you know he's
disagree.
going to know his 2 and 3. You know he's going to know.
Yeah.
So the difference, if you're within the 5-pointer, that's why Paul was really upset about the Ethan Irwin match. He said that if he did the math correctly, he would realize that it really doesn't matter. It's still about 5 points, and it was better for him to guess 83 than go down. And
Like,
I
if
think
you
the
don't
same
know it at
is
all,
true with
makes
Zach.
sense,
Yeah.
right? But if you have an inkling, I think you need to go for it in that league, because like the difference between, as you said, 1 point or 4 points doesn't matter, because it's going to come down to the 5 either way, right? Is that
Yeah, I do agree. I think it's specific in Star Wars. I think maybe in singles it's a little bit different.
I would disagree with you on one point, is that psychologically going down and missing that, or even having someone get that question wrong, your opponent knows that they steal that question. Psychologically, that can be damaging. And if you don't have a good manager, or if you don't know how to get out of your own head, that can damage you going forward. So you might not know your 5 and then miss it.
Like Roxy even said it also in the post interview. She said, like, they need to talk about this, that he should have taken a repeat at least and think about it. And if he had an inkling, it's better for him to try, because it doesn't matter. And if you go into it with that mentality, and you know before that if something like this happens, it will go down like this, you will rather guess. And it is about a 5-pointer in Star Wars. So I do agree with Liam, but yeah, it's not like he played 20 matches already. It was like his
he needs that confidence.
Match.
Let him play a few matches, he'll get there.
But
Paul Oyama made the mistake, right? And he said he knew he made. And Paul Oyama's been in the league like 3 years now, and he's like an experienced player now. And
I think Mara made the same mistake with the betting route. I think she didn't calculate it correctly, and that can cost you. And I think the same happened with Zach, because he didn't take his repeat. And they watched these movies so much that maybe if he just thought about it for a little while longer, he could get there. But it doesn't matter. It still would be like even, and then they would go to sudden death, and we don't know what would happen. But I agree with that stance, and it seemed that Roxy also agree. And he has a manager that would get him out of there. Like, she would get him out if he was in his head or something.
Would he listen to that manager is the other thing. Because you've seen competitors not listen to their managers and just go, I know what you're talking about. And then they psychologically damage themselves.
I don't think it's like that for Zach and Roxy. I do think, and Roxy is like, if she had a player like that, she would drop him if he didn't listen to her. She doesn't want players like that. She wants players that want to be managed.
I'll say this, after this match, and after I saw the tournament finals, I think in the Schmoe they really need to at least put Mandalorian and something else in, because now we have the same thing we had
We need to add
with,
the first season. I agree with
because now we have the same thing we had in Inner Geekdom season before. Everyone is going literally perfect. It's obvious everyone knows the movies inside and out and everything. They need to like try to spice it
agree.
up with something.
Can I just
Because
say?
I know that
I know
it's just to say sorry, Ben. I know it's really exciting when you have that close of matches, but if everyone knows everything, it's time to just put something new in. And yeah, we also I watched the FCL Star Wars matches. There is some fun categories in there.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
good. It's a good testing ground. They can use it. I wouldn't. I know that Clone Wars has a lot of like episodes and stuff, but I wouldn't mind seeing that. For example, it's a good show. It wouldn't be anything awful to ask of people, like watch some awful 6 seasons of an awful TV show. So yeah, something like that. That they needed the new material. It's obvious. And
I
we
agree.
also
Can I
also
ask you
saw
guys
that
something?
unfortunately opponent's choice in Star Wars doesn't mean a thing.
Doesn't matter.
Unfortunately, really.
Like,
So,
the only thing you can do is mix bag, and then he went like it's not a challenge for them.
It's like
It's
some-
the thing.
Yeah, sometimes like I know that they have a little more trouble with Clone Wars, but still I think like the upper echelon of the players just know
Well,
everything.
everything.
I think even if you just stick to like live action TV, by the time next season comes around, we will have like 2 seasons of Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, Andor. That's 5 shows. All would have been out by that
Yeah.
point, I think. You know, that's a lot of content, which is going to make it harder in a good
Let's
way.
start
to keep it
small. Let's
entertaining.
start like
Yeah,
let's
I agree, and that's what I was going to touch on because
give them
with the
Mandalorian and
rundown
then maybe next year. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, go.
on the rundown, they actually said like I was watching the rundown and Gold Leader said, listen, if you're going to add shows, you got to add it incrementally. You can't just add 6 seasons of Rebels, 3 seasons of
Yeah, I agree.
Mandalorian, 2 seasons of Obi-Wan, and all these things. You got
They
to add
don't
it
have enough
incrementally.
writers for that, so
Yeah, exactly.
think
So you
Mandalorian
kind of
is
got
the
to
best
add
way
it
to start.
incrementally.
yeah.
Yeah, and the
I
thing,
I
the
would-
thing
I
is,
think they
or
will.
even
Like,
Rebels.
I think they will do it. I think there's
Maybe
no
the
question
first
about it
season
now.
of Mandalorian first, I would say.
maybe 2 shows. Maybe they put 2 shows at the same time and that's it.
Maybe, yeah.
Because if they put
Something that is realistic.
yeah,
Like
if they
But
put
Obi-Wan
everything.
is limited, isn't it? It's like 6 episodes, I think. So
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
a good one,
6,
I think.
yeah.
So, for example, because if they put everything at the same time, then really DragonCon players who prepare for the shows also would have a massive advantage over the people who like prepared for only the movies. It would be a massive advantage, massive. So
Yeah, that's not the reason why I actually that I do think they would. I think they have the advantage that they play
I
2
agree
of
with you,
the
Tom.
like most competitive Star Wars stuff, like Schmoe and DragonCon. They prepare for like they can just constantly recycle. But I don't. That's not the main reason. I think most of the Star Wars players like the Star Wars show. They just like Star Wars. They just enjoy it because if they didn't, they wouldn't be able to watch like 12 movies again and again and again and like. But I do think it would be better for the writers. I do think like a slow roll of like adding series would be great. What I wanted to say, and I will try not to gag while I'm saying it. I really am enjoying Gucci when he's with Gold Leader, because just Gold Leader just like it just.
Who are
cracks
you
me
and what
up,
have you done with
everything.
Teresa?
Yeah, it just but I enjoy it because of Gold Leader. Because when like Gucci says stuff like diamond hands, laser eyes, Gold Leader cracks up. And he's like, okay, diamond hands. Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I think this is the match when Gucci said that they have diamond hands and their opponent has lattice hands. And Gold Leader was like, yeah, of course, the opposite of diamonds, lattice. Yeah. Okay. And I don't know. I like when he says nonsense, but his players react to it so perfectly. I actually kind of love it.
They are perfect together, right?
Yes. I like think Gold Leader is so chill that he could be put like with every manager, but I don't think that's true for Gucci. I think he's a specific manager that needs specific people, and Gold Leader is perfect
He
for him.
fits well, doesn't he?
And
Can I-
and Zach,
can I-
like one multiple choice, of course he will be back, and he will kill when he will be back. Like, this was his second match. He played perfect. Went out to multiple choice once. Happens. I don't think it will happen again. I think the second tournament will be crazy with Gold Leader in it, Zach in it, Marie
Zach won't be
probably
in it.
will.
Alex will be
Amen.
in it.
Oh, that's true. Oh no, you made me
Unless they
sad,
make it
yeah.
a 16-man.
It's 8. I'm sure it's 8.
It's 8.
I'm sure, but they could make it a 16.
But why would Kate pick Ross if it was an 8-person
Because
tournament?
Harper.
I wonder. Yeah,
Because
but
of
she has
Harper.
Lacey. She wanted to put Lacey in the
Point.
second tournament.
Maybe it's 16. I just thought it was confirmed as 8, but it might not be.
Yeah, this is just a wild conspiracy theory. Like I don't. It probably will be 8. You're right, but
I don't think they would do like 8-person Star Wars tournament and then in the second one 16 and then you have only one Inner Geekdom tournament and it's 8 people. It wouldn't
Yeah.
make sense to be honest.
you're probably right. Doesn't matter. Okay, so Zach will be back next year with a vengeance. I think the 4 players in the semifinals, all of them are belt worthy, and all of them are so dedicated to the league, and it's so entertaining to see them play. So I just want to see
Why
all
do
of them
we-
back again.
Why do we have to only see him next year? They could have random Star Wars matches as well and have him face, I don't know, someone
Well,
else.
I said we will see him next this year. Someone corrected me, so I said I will see him
Who
next year.
knows?
So now you corrected me. We will see him when we see him. Is that okay with
Yeah,
all of you?
that's the best way of
Yeah.
putting it. And I know we've been on it a while, but I just say the FCL Star Wars matches, I was actively rooting for them to get the TV categories because I just wanted to see something
Yes.
new, and
And
it was
so
really
much
fun
fun.
to watch.
Yes.
So I just think that was a really good way to like highlight how like important it is to mix it up a little. Just quickly before we go,
Ooh, will teams be 16? If
Does that
yes,
mean-
then I'm
I hope
so
that's right.
happy.
yeah,
hope
that's
so.
Yes.
that's cool.
Give me Riley and Duralde. Give me Video Drew and Whitney Seibold. Oh my god.
Barbarian will finally play in the teams.
Yes,
Come
yes,
on.
please.
That's the most
Yes.
exciting thing to be honest.
Okay, just before we go on, do you think the MCU shows should be a part of Inner Geekdom because they
No.
are technically MCU, right?
No,
No,
No.
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 I think
Different
Star
from
Wars
now.
is the only one that I would be happy with
No.
adding shows.
They
Do you
There is
think
added
there's
too
a
much-
chance they make an MCU league?
they added so many movies this year. Give them
Yeah.
a break at least for 1 year because
Yeah.
then you can't like no. Please don't
The
make
No,
thing-
I
thing
agree.
is-
I don't want them to either. What I actually think could be good if they were to add another league, because there's so much TV of MCU now.
Do just
there's
MCU.
a lot there now. Yeah,
Yeah, if it's
Mhm.
only MCU, then yes. But for Inner Geekdom, there's so much movies now. They added the new categories. I would, to be
Yeah, I
honest,
agree.
rather see like Chronicles of Narnia category than MCU TV shows because it's an actual movie that's
Narnia is
actually
in it now,
geeky.
isn't it?
No,
Narnia
not
is
as a
in
cat-
it. Yeah, it
not,
is.
not
No?
yeah, it is, but not at
Young
at-
adult, I think, is the category, isn't it?
It's not a
I
category.
hope
No,
so,
it's
Thomas.
it's inside one of the categories. It's not like Chronicles of Narnia
Like
category.
why adaptations or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
No.
Okay. There's a category like that. I think it comes under that. I think I can't
Yeah.
remember exactly what it is. We should probably move on. We took a
So
while.
yeah.
Sound the alarm.
Oh my
it's
god.
tea time.
It's time for my hot take. Okay.
Go.
Oh,
I want to
no.
hear it. Go.
Man.
I was really I was, to be honest, I'm a little disappointed with Sabrina. I'll be honest. Uh, Her first match, I thought, because I'll be honest, when the last year's free agency dropped, I really thought Sabrina is the most sought after, the best player on the free agency, and a lot of people thought so. I think, and like Finstock Exchange got her, and I was like, oh no, one more power person in exchange. They don't need it, because at that point they had everyone, and she didn't play so good in the first match, and I don't think she played so good in this match. I'll be honest, this is the first time ever I watched the Schmoe that I did better than the competitor did. And unfortunately, I'm a little disappointed. I do think that she needs another match. I do think that she knows more. I don't know what it is and why, because when I hear her talk on the other shows, I see that she has a lot of knowledge. I don't know why
Bad choice.
why it, I don't know why it doesn't like do and show on the Schmoedown scene. I really don't know why. Klee impressed me really with everything, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I-
like when Matt says stuff like that. That's your expectations.
I
She
actually
never
agree
said
with that.
she will be. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
she didn't
But,
play badly,
like,
but she
you
never
see-
saw like I'm the next Dan Merle. She was never.
Yeah.
She was
But
never like
look
that.
look at this.
That's just
What Leo wrote. That's
yeah.
really
I'm not saying
cool.
that she didn't play poorly. I'm just saying that like people like Janine just had tough luck, and now you see how well they can play. I'm not. I don't think she's like a person that would go for a belt in like the next few years, but I do think she's much better than what like the game she's playing, and I think it's just luck, and it's just like she's not an IG player, and she doesn't care about Star Trek. It was
But getting 3 points in round one in 2 matches is not IG
yeah,
stuff.
but Krieg got 4.
Yeah,
not like-
understand. Yeah.
It's not like every player in Schmoedown has to play that well. Maybe she won't get picked up next year. I just don't, and she will like go to the FCL. I do understand. I just don't think it's her fault that fans expected her to be great and she wasn't. She just joined to have fun, and she's having that now with the Mercs. And I think she's much better. I think she actually knows a lot about movies. She even watches like the older movies that I never saw. She watches the indie
Teresa,
stuff. And
I did say that I think that she knows much more than she shows.
yeah, well, okay. I'm just
Not every
like,
match has to be a perfect match.
yeah, and I'm impressed with Klee, and I know that it wasn't like Sabrina best performance, and I hope she will get another opportunity, but I'm not sure about it. So I'm kind of sad about it. Sorry. I just
I really
thought
wanna
that this
jump
will
in
be
here.
the time when she will like show us that with her great new nickname, she will win a match, and it didn't happen. And I was so excited for her. So that's sorry. I'm a little salty about that. Yeah, Liam, go for it.
Okay, so I it's a really, really hard one to criticize someone on their gameplay without looking like a villain. And I think that's the problem. Sabrina didn't have a good match, and that's nothing against her. And anyone who gives her abuse should not be. That's horrible, and that should not happen. I know that happened to her last time, and that is uncalled for. Sabrina, I think, should go to the FCL. I think that'd be really good for her to dip her feet in, and then like learn her way through the FCL, and hopefully it gives her the confidence to come back to the Schmoedown. I don't think she's ready to play the Schmoedown yet. That's my take on her performances, and I know she got opponent's choice, and I can't stand Star Trek. I would have been the same. Like I wouldn't have got any of them. So like I get it. But you know, if you're in the Schmoedown and you're playing like 3 points, it's I don't think she's ready yet. I
Yeah,
think she
it's
should
not.
go back.
I wanna say it's not like I disagree with that, and it's not like I disagree with Matt's point. It's just
No,
I
just
hate the
wait.
criticizing of the women
Yeah.
players is always so much
Okay.
harsher than the, and she got a lot of heat last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I don't think
wait.
it was
that's
totally her fault.
completely uncalled for.
I'll just say
um,
Liam said exactly what I thought, but on the in a better way. So I agree completely with Liam. Everything he said. Yeah, that's
And it's cool what you said after is true. Like, we should be able to say like she didn't have
Even
a great
Thomas.
match. She had a bad match. Oh,
Getting on, Thomas. And Clee is such a personality. Like, I think she's so much fun. Really enjoy
She
her in the
reminds me of
league.
like an older sister.
Yeah, she's got that vibe, hasn't she? And like, I was really actually impressed with her knowledge on her opponent's choice. Like, when she got Harrison Ford, I did not expect her to go perfect. And some of the questions I thought were reasonably easy, and I'm not disrespecting her. Like, she did really well. The dog name in that film, that was a ball, because that film was terrible, and I've seen it, and I could not remember the dog's name.
and she
And
didn't
also-
like even hesitate. She didn't even have to think about it. She had it.
and also
it seemed she actually knew the Star Trek questions as well.
That's true. She got steals. That was more impressive, I think.
And I don't think she was guessing them. I think she actually knew them. I mean, I might be wrong, but it seemed that way to me.
I know we discussed it on Friday with Matt, and I know Teresa and Matt were kind of debating whether it was put on the wheel by Cleo or not. But even if she hadn't, she trains with Mike and Chance, who are the best IG players, two of the best IG players around. So, quite frankly, I'm not surprised. She probably would, if they'd given her Star Trek instead of, what did they give her?
Harrison
Ford. I think she would have done just as well as she did.
At the time, I thought that was a good choice to give her. I was like, Harrison Ford. Looking at the wheel, I was like,
I thought so too, and then I thought, hang on a second, she's got Mike and Chance. Of course, they won't give that to her.
Oh yeah, I was impressed like with her Harrison Ford knowledge, and I like that she in the post interview said that like the newer things are not really her style, but the questions she got were actually like made up for her. So she got really lucky, but she had to have the knowledge, which is really impressive. Yeah. And I want to reiterate, it's cool to say someone didn't have a good match or had a bad match. It feels like this season and last season, people like expect the players for this to be their job, and it was just something they were doing, having fun, and I don't want the fun to get lost. And like for people to be thinking about, putting all of that pressure on them and stuff like that sometimes. And like when it's about players who really try, like when people criticized Thomas this year, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that people are like that, but it's just how the world is. So yeah, sorry.
And you can't call Thomas a robot anymore, because have you seen how he cheers these last two matches that he won?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was also like, I think Gold Leader brought the best from him. Like even his fun side when he was like, PP wing was free, chicken wing was free, DIY wing was free.
I think they are really friends. I think.
Yeah,
and
I think probably all of them are friends.
I do think that after all of these players came to the Schmoe, I do think that like people like Dimalanta and God Leader, we could see them in DragonCon, for example. I think,
please.
Next year or something like that.
I know Gold Leader has had a look at the sheets of the DragonCon, and he said he wouldn't do very well in DragonCon because he loves all the movies, but not the books and all that sort of stuff. No, he loves the TV shows, just the books, which they focus on heavily on DragonCon.
No, he didn't read the books. Yeah, I understand. Okay, are we going to the next match?
Yeah, I think
this was my favorite match of the week, to be honest.
Mine
my
too,
favorite one. Yikes!
Oh,
Send this
So
send this to anyone you want to introduce to Schmoe Down.
yeah.
This is the match to show.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so much fun, and I'll kick us off on this one because it's my favorite match of the week because I just made me smile so much. I really like Doug Benson anyway. I've listened to his podcast quite a few times. It's really fun. It's trivia, it's games, it's a good listen if you haven't, and like if you like films, it's worth having a look at. A lot of the Schmoedown like guests have been on it. Like I know Mark Ellis is on it quite often, Sam Levine's on it quite often, Clark Wolf. So it gets a lot of like names we know, and like it was also Van Vliet. I didn't really know anything about. He's really hot, which helps. But despite that,
Oh my god, so hot. Yes.
he's so hot, and he like really turned up to play, and I was like so impressed. Like unlike the flick pick, who actually kind of annoyed me to be honest, because I just
Yeah.
felt like he didn't take it seriously. Like he really tried. Like he knew the rules. He used JTEs when he had to. He like put his heart into it. He pulled quite a difficult five, and it was just so much fun. It was just so much fun. I love Doug. I'm so pleased he's in the Schmoedown. I hope he gets
Yeah.
more matches. I feel like he was absolutely high as a kite during his match.
He even said it. He was like,
Yeah, and
I
that made
did
it
say-
more entertaining. He just kept doing this to the camera
And he was
with his
like,
magnifying
he was like,
glass.
can you repeat the question?
Yeah, he was like utterly insane. Chris matched his energy really well. It went to sudden death. I didn't think it was going to end, and it wasn't because
Yeah,
they kept getting
they
them right,
kept
they kept getting
missing
them
the
wrong.
same questions. and Doug always thought he knew it. And it was like so
Oh.
excited, and it was always wrong. I loved it.
I just don't think I've smiled so much in a match
Yeah.
before. I was
So-
just laughing like throughout. Like Chris Jericho, Kevin Smith was a really fun match when that aired. It reminded me of that, and it was just like, oh, I'm so pleased they're both in a Schmoedown,
So-
and I want to see both of them again.
Yeah. So
That
for
was
me,
amazing.
Because-
first, I need to start. Thomas, suspects finally got some points. Finally,
Yeah,
finally got some points. So I'm
now
so
you got
I
like
was
9,
first-
right? Wow.
yeah I was so happy. Like suspects finally got some points. They lost a lot of points, unfortunately, in couple of matches. But in this match, when it started, we laughed so hard on stuff. But I like in after like 2 or 3 questions, I just said to Teresa, "Oh no, Doug is so high time. He is so high time that I don't know if he's going like think of one answer and write the other answer, or like the things like not thinking logically or something like that." And I was really worried at the beginning of the match because of the high time, and it did give me quite a laugh couple of times. But I do think that it was fun for the parents of kids who watch Schmoedown to explain to them what's happening on the screen when they watch the match. But yeah, it was actually a pretty good match, also trivia wise. Not just like fun and games. I do think that maybe Doug would pull some questions and wouldn't think of the wrong movie if he was like sober completely. But it was nice. So also oh my god, I cannot remember the opponent's name. I
Chris
was
Van Vliet.
he surprised me also with his knowledge. He was pretty knowledgeable. I was surprised that he missed a wrestling question. I think he would knew the wrestling question because of his background, who played Predator, which wrestler played in the Predator. That was
I was
what
this close to
surprised
getting
me.
it right.
Yeah, that was surprised. That's what surprised me on his part. But I also need to commend him because he knew how to play off Doug, and
Yes.
his stuff he tried. So yeah, it was just pure joy. This match was just pure joy for me, and that's it. It was my favorite. I enjoyed it the most. Sometimes I think that Schmoe became so competitive that I miss sometimes the like
fun.
old feel of the matches, like just fun. And I do like that it's more competitive, but sometimes it's nice to have just fun. And yeah, that's why I love,
Sam
for
managed
example,
well too. Like he
Yeah.
made him pick sports and then he went perfect. So fair play for him
Yeah.
for that.
yeah.
I think they were both like beautifully managed, and it was just, yeah, it was a beautiful chaos. This match, it was amazing. I'm a big like supporter of my favorite lady, Mary Jane, and I I like that Doug is like honest about it. Why not?
Yeah.
It doesn't really affect your brain that much if you don't do it as a child.
It's performance
not-
enhancing.
Yeah, like when he talked
Performance
about it, like the
enhancing.
people probably were questioning him because he does it, and I don't think it's a problem with him, because if you do it like every day, 3 times a day, then it's not affecting you that much. But he
Yeah.
was a little funky sometimes, but that's what I loved about it, and I came excited into this match because of Doug, and he like performed great. I loved everything about him, but Chris was the one takeout for the match for me. Like, not only is he insanely hot, he is so hot. I love how he kept like bringing up dungeon and the faction mentality, and like how he was really into all of this stuff. And when a celebrity is like that, I'm just like, okay, dude, yeah, you're right, and I'm so happy that you're here. Please stay and please play more matches, both of them. I love that they knew how to use JTEs. I like that the managers really explained before every round what to do, what you can't do in this round. I think like both Kaiser and Sam, kudos to you, because that's how you should manage a player like that. You should remind him. You should remind every rookie that he can go down to multiple choice. You're in this situation for the first time. Even if you know, even if you studied, it's still better if you hear it just before going into the round. So it was not my favorite match of the week, but that's just because like all 3 Friday matches were so entertaining. Like, I laughed so much during the Gold Reader and Thomas match, and I didn't expect it, so that's my favorite. But yeah, it was very entertaining, and both of them awesome to have them in the league, and I hope we will see more of them.
Yeah.
Well put, Thomas.
Yes.
Ben?
I love this match. As I said before, perfect match to send to anyone. You can see that the thing that got Chris Van Vliet, and I'm going to say it the way we say it in South Africa, not the way everyone else says it. Sorry, everyone. But yes, I love that he looks at the Chris Jericho match, and actually you could see that he probably went back and looked through Schmoe history matches and went and saw how the matches went, like what it was all about, and that was pretty awesome to see. It was nice to see someone that's famous but is interested in the show that we love, the show that we put so much interest and time into. It's nice to see that, and you can really see that the Chris Jericho Kevin Smith match really was a good thing for the league. It brought a lot of eyes to the league, and it also grew the league. So and I'm just disappointed that Chris lost, because it would have made me 3-3 or 3-2. Sorry, but yeah, that is my only disappointment with this match. Is my pick didn't win, but otherwise it was perfect.
Okay, what I really need to see is a Kevin Smith, Doug Benson
Yes, please.
match. Like,
Yes.
I want them both really high. in a
But
match.
that can't be on camera. I don't think you
Guys.
could. I need to get.
Do you know
Also
what would
for
be a
their match.
perfect exhibition match? So they can do in April, like for 20th of April, they could do like Mary Jane movies,
We'll
Doug
get to
versus
that.
Kevin Smith. That would be an awesome thing.
That'd be that. I need to see that. I need to. I feel like they'd both be up for it as well. Like it wouldn't be a stretch for them to do that. That's on the list.
Yeah.
I
Are we
love it.
going?
Yes,
are
please.
we going?
And I also am one of the people who loved like drunk movie fights. So anything like that, gimme.
Yeah.
FCL. I didn't actually watch the matches this week, so I didn't make it. Didn't have enough time. I will watch it next week. But we know that next week there will be a championship match for the first time in the FCL. We already saw the belt. It looks amazing. So jealous of everyone who will get to have it. And we will also have a Warfather, the Flirt and Flows match next week. And I'm so
Isn't
excited.
the number one contender?
It is. Yeah. I think Flows negotiated himself a better deal than anyone else. And I actually don't mind. What I also wanted to say is let's talk about the pickups. Thomas talked about it in the chat.
Thomas alluded to it earlier.
We talked about Roxy picking up Nick Harley last week. So this week we had Kid dropping David Del Rio, which it broke my heart for a little while, but then Dungeon picked him up, so it's okay. And
we need to just talk about that for a minute, because my assumption was she's dropped him because he can't play, and then he was picked up. So I was like,
I don't know if
on?
he. Well, yeah, but even if he can play like a one match for you, I don't know. Ben said it was scheduling. I think they just have too many singles players on their faction.
Okay.
And it's like you can't, like, because you have more singles players play less Star Wars matches, more like I think there are some then probably Savarsini wouldn't be able to play, and like I don't know who else do they have, Duralde and Riley, like they have a lot of singles players, and I think it's good for them to diversify. I was sad because I love Del Rio, even if he doesn't show up a lot. When he shows up, his matches are always amazing. But Ben said on backstage, it was scheduling. They weren't able to schedule him. They even had a partner for him. And if it was Jader, then I'm so sad that we won't get to see that, because that would be an amazing team. But I hope that because Dungeon picked him up and they have so many Star Wars and so many singles players, they actually can have him play. So that's
that makes
good.
a lot of sense.
But then they picked Ross from nowhere. He's an FCL Star Wars player. He played perfect in his first match. Very exciting to see him. And I think he will be great with them. Do any of you have any comments to the Dan dropping Del Rio and picking up Ross?
No.
And then that Dungeon dropped. You kind of expected it, but I didn't know if they will have the guts to drop both Jericho and Flick pick, and they did it. And they picked Del Rio, which I will take Del Rio over Jericho. I'm sorry, I'm not a big wrestling fan, so I will take him every time. Like
I'm kind of pleased.
I will comment on that. I will comment on the Chris Jericho fact, because there is more reason to it than just that he won't play for anyone but Roxy. He's currently wrestling in AEW on a tight schedule. They're going to go back to crowds, so I think they want him for that. And also he's going on tour with his band Fozzy, so I think you just wouldn't have the schedule whether it was Roxy or wasn't Roxy. So I completely understand that drop.
Yeah.
And they picked also Gerald Batolia. I don't know how exactly to pronounce his last name, but he also was amazing in MTS, in FCL. He won both of his matches. I think he also went perfect in both of them. And he is like playing like the Italian gangster character, like someone from maybe, I don't know, The Godfather, and we don't have anyone like that in the MTS. So I think that also will be fun. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go.
I just wanted to say that I think that the thing maybe
wow.
people didn't talk about a lot is the first pickup
Oh.
of the.
So I didn't
Congratulations,
know
I
that.
had
Lacey.
no idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god, congratulations. That's awesome. Okay,
So
then that makes sense.
I think that maybe the best pickup is what Stars did, and I didn't see a lot of people actually talk about it because Stars picked Nick Harley. They chose him probably in the spot of Andre Cole. He's now playing for the FCL title, right? And I think that was a good move. The thing that I was surprised the most about is that no one picked David Campbell. I thought that Campbell will be picked also, and Robert from Late to the Party.
Yes, that's what I'm surprised
I
about.
was
That I
surprised
don't
by
get.
But I think that Stars maybe did the best because Nick.
Did you see the matches? Because I
Yeah.
think that Gerald is a better player than Nick Harley. It's just it's not the ranking isn't really that. It's not only about the competition. It's not about
Yeah.
only how you play. I think Gerald play better in the matches, so I was actually surprised at first. But you're right. I think he has a place in the Stars. I think it's because he will vibe with Roxy so well
Yeah.
about the TV stuff. And you need to pick up players that you want playing for you. So you're right. I just think all of them did really well. I think those are the players that I would expect to be picked up.
And I do understand every other faction who didn't drop the players to pick the other players because
Yes.
In many cases, for example, I don't see who would, for example, exchange drop to pick someone else.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They like And you can't judge
They
your
might-
players after one match. Like if you know they have potential,
Yeah.
you want them to at least have two before you like drop someone. I just hope Robert will be picked up because I don't. That's what I don't get because Campbell in his second match he lost to Harley and he wasn't really that great in the first round. So I think that's why no one picked him up right now.
Yeah, maybe.
maybe next agency period.
Yeah, maybe.
He should be picked up, I think.
We'll see. It depends on how other players play.
Yes.
Is that have we covered everyone?
Yeah.
I think I don't know if there was another one, but I don't think there was yet.
No, I
think
think
that's
there
it
were
for
only
now.
the 3 this week. Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
it's
but good choices. I really liked how it all panned out.
Yeah.
No, it's the one that I campaigned hard to get on the show. Promo of the week. I really want to go for this because I want to make this a regular if we can. I honestly think poor Eric has done really well in this year of doing promos and editing them. He's done really well. Nerd Chronic, if you don't know who I'm talking about. And I want to give him some more love, even though he gets lots from every show, but I just want to give him more love.
He deserves all the love. He can get more.
Yes,
He has
exactly.
more space for the love.
So I want to say that the promo of the week for me was the Star Wars finals match. The music in it was amazing. The history between the two. This man, Nerd Chronic, must watch 1,000 after shows a week because he picks the best ones of the players and stuff, and I love it.
And
yeah, that's why we are doing this as a segment because we want you to include us too, please. Not Thank you.
No, I love it. Was
just kidding.
It was so awesome when he put the thing that Thomas said that people actually thought that Thomas Harper is gold leader on those trivia competitions, and people literally think that gold leader was Thomas Harper, and now they are playing in the finals of the Schmoe.
And he even had a shot of the competition that gold leader won, which was awesome.
So yeah, for me it was the same, so I don't have anything
Yeah, it's the same for
Agreed,
me.
Thomas.
I just do one
Agreed.
thing, Nerdchronic, I'm going to tell you is please stop picking up songs that are not available anywhere, because then I have them in my head and I can't. Like the one, the promo for this year's the whole thing was like the "This is war, raging inside," and it's nowhere. You can't find it, and I have it in my head for months now. So that's the one thing I don't like. But yeah, he's amazing, and it's a real talent to be able to pick
Oh.
up the right stuff from so many like shows and history, and yeah, he's so talented. And the Star Wars promo was amazing.
I haven't got much to add because mine's the same. I just think snipping out the highlight from Dimalanta's show where he says,
Yeah.
"Oh, these Dragon Con players, Thomas Harper's going to be the one," and then he's on the tournament. It just fit really well.
Yeah.
So that I just
And
wanted to
even
mention that.
Brilliant.
when he keeps bringing the shot of Alex Damon saying that he started the channel because he wanted to do Dragon Con and he wanted to study for Dragon Con. It's like, I don't know how he does it, but it's brilliant. Yeah.
He's amazing.
Nice idea for a second, Ben. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
He really is, Thomas, and I love this. I'll next time I'll make more notes of each promo. I just wanted to start this and just have it be a segment on our show. Thanks for letting me do that this week. Now comes the part I'll be speaking about, though.
Yay!
Oh! Will we not touch up on Andrew Guy saying Jessica at all?
Oh,
I
yes,
kinda want
yes.
to.
Sorry, yes. Storyline.
This storyline keeps getting better and better, and
I
like
completely missed this.
Yes.
What was it?
he said,
Well,
in the
in
final
the
match in the
IG
PPV,
match.
he said, and now we will go to Jessica. And he used to call Jen Jessica when he was heel in 2017. And then he said, "Oh, sorry, Jen." And he seemed really weirded out. And then Mark
And Jen said,
kept,
what did he call me?
yeah, it was like she didn't remember. And then Mark kept saying, "It's Jen, Andrew, it's Jen." And he said it like 3 times. So he's either in on it or he is like supporting him not remembering. And then Chandru was like, "Wake up!" And he kept shining light on him in the Q&A. So I think it was amazing. I just wanted to touch up on that because I like that they keep bringing it back even in matches. I think that's brilliant.
I like
And
it.
it's not like taking over from the match. It's just, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
even know. So it's like
just
done
a
really
subtle-
smartly. I'm not smart enough to realize.
Yeah, it was, and he's such a good actor that even like the little snippet of him going Jessica, and then you can see like his facial expressions, how confused he is. It's just, I'm so happy that they are like utilizing all of the talent from all of the people, like Grace acting, Andrew acting, Nerd Chronic just being a god, you know.
Just wonder, where's Clark? Because Clark was supposed to be on the desk as well, right? At some point.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully soon. I love Clark, so I want to see it back. Just put it
True.
out
I
there.
do want to see like Guy and Clark manage a match,
but
announced together.
And
But-
Ken as well. I
yeah,
miss
Ken was my
Yes.
favorite.
Every
I mean,
time Mark
see him
Ellis
because
does
he
that,
is
I
involved with
miss
Schmoe.
Ken.
Mate, that I feel like then that could be Ken could be Schmoe United because I don't think like why would they not use Ken unless there's a plan? Like he's too much of a talent to not use, I think. So maybe he's the Schmoe United.
I just don't know if he
Obviously,
actually
it's
wants to be in this year. It felt like he wasn't very happy about him playing last year.
Yeah.
He probably didn't want to play, and he kind of had to. So I don't know, but
Oh
I
yeah,
hope we
she
will see him
did. She
because
did really well on that. Sorry, I just wanted to point out Leah
Also
Logan
true,
because she
yes.
was awesome as the announcer.
I like that they like keep changing things up. It's awesome.
Yep, that's nice.
Is
You
it
can go to
time
prediction. Sorry, I just
Yeah.
like I just
No,
love like sci-fi stuff.
The
I
more we
love
talk
how-
about other stuff, the better it is for me.
Okay.
So can we have a look at the scores, Ben? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I know
We can.
I mean,
Let
I've
me
just got
just get
scores
rid of
on my
the
line
banner
today after
here.
England's 1-0 score. So not much has changed for me and Teresa. I'm still 2 behind. I thought so. If goal leader won, I would have been caught up. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you would, and you're not.
Yeah, if you had a perfect week, you would have been tied with Teresa.
And now I'm
Annoying.
like
I think
all
that's what-
nonchalant about it,
one
but I
behind.
was so scared. I was
But
so
Matt is one
scared
behind
to-
you now.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be very.
And the
different.
worst part about that is Ben is so far behind, it's no way he can catch up.
You've got to take risks, I think, and it kind of almost.
I am
Sometimes-
excited. I am excited for this week because I don't think we are going all the same in these matches.
I think
Maybe
we are.
into maybe
I-
in
think there's
one.
one where we're going to be different. I think the rest will be the same.
I think
should we
we
start
will be
the first
surprised.
match? Okay, first
Yeah.
match. I'll be shocked if anyone's different on this. It's Greg, Albert, and Sol.
Yeah,
Should we just do
that's-
3, 2, 1, and then
yeah.
say
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
So
Greg Alba. I'm just kidding.
No. Oh
What?
my God. Yes, I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna beat it. Oh, why
No.
do you do that to me?
Sorry.
My God.
So, yeah.
yeah, we all.
Good. Like Greg's good, but he's no Sol. So,
Yeah.
I haven't
It's-
got a lot to say. Like I feel I expected us all to pick Sol, and like if Greg does it, it will be a massive upset. I think, to be honest.
This I don't think it will be like it would be. I don't think,
think
it's
so.
that. Yeah, but I just Saul just puts all of his time into it, and Greg doesn't have the time.
Yeah.
So that's just
Yeah.
like it. There would
I want it
have
for
to
the
be
Ben
a
as
lot
well.
of luck involved,
I agree.
and I need Saul and the Dan to get more points, and this is their opportunity, and I think he could do this, and he might even be able to win the number 1 contenders match after. So I'm pulling
Who
for him.
is the number 1 on the other side? Is it Haas?
It's between Haas
Yeah,
and Amaru.
Haas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, Amaru could win. It's not
Yeah.
impossible.
Oh, Leo's going Sol? Yeah. So
Yep.
I
Saul will be
fancy
the
it.
real reject player.
Okay, I
And
don't.
Thomas has
I
also
don't think
gone
it
Saul.
will be a TKO. I think Alba is better at IG than Humphrey, a little
Yeah.
bit maybe.
Yeah.
So I think it
Well,
will be
certainly
much
an
closer.
IG.
I
Yeah.
don't think it'll be TKO either. I think he will win like by like 5 points or something, or 6
Yes.
points. I don't think it'll be a TKO.
No.
Yeah, I just think studying is the difference in this
Yeah,
match. And I think the
that's it.
first thing you said, it could be a tagline for the match. Alba is great, but he's no soul. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the life. And
But it will
soul.
be entertaining for sure. Like real rejects are always entertaining.
All right.
Uh,
Should we just move on?
Well
Yeah.
done, Liam. Well done.
Thank you, Dan. You appreciate my work.
Yes, I do.
Okay. What's the
Don't
second
stroke
match?
his
Okay,
ego.
this one I
That's
feel like we might be
Griffin.
different on. Like this one's tougher.
Really?
Griffin Newman, Jacoby Bancroft.
Should we just go around and say who's picking who?
yeah.
Okay, you can start then.
I'm picking Griffin Newman. I think it will be so close, but we saw both of them 2 times, and Griffin just impressed me so much in the free for all that I want to go with him. But I think Jacoby has a real shot. I think this is like 55-45 for me that
No.
Griffin will win this.
Now you,
So-
William.
I'm going Jacoby. So I'm pleased that we're different because I thought we might be the same.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for giving me this win.
This is a tough one. This was hard.
I'm running away with the lead.
I Jacoby didn't he played well, but he wasn't amazing in his teams. But I'm going back to his first singles match. He was perfect, and Blunden is a great player, and he was able to beat him. I feel like the Stars really need a win.
That's true.
Like the Finstock Exchange don't.
Doesn't.
They're fine, which may put more pressure on him. So maybe it won't work out. But I turn on the light because Bancroft is gonna smash it. No, I don't even know. It's
I really think it's
He likes what you
50-50.
like.
I said 55-45. It's 50-50.
Now it's me, because we are going as we actually are in the predictions. So
For this week, maybe you will be.
You're gonna go Griffin. I know you are.
Yep.
Griffin Newman.
Because you're. Is it because I went Jacoby, or were you
No,
gonna pick
no.
It's because he's his favorite new player.
Yeah, he's my. Yeah, he is. Not because of that only. There's a couple of things. Griffin Newman is also one of the players who impressed me the most in the free-for-all stuff. Also, I must say, I'll be honest, a big part of it is how Radus played against who he was, Peggy. Because I do think that from all the rookies, most improvement we saw from the Finstock Exchange rookies, match to match. Because I really didn't think that Radus will win that match, and Liam was the only one and got the point on that one. So that's the part of the reason I think that Griffin Newman will win. Also, I will took into the consideration that Griffin Newman is the only player who got established player against him. I know that Hoik didn't play in the singles before it, but we all knew Hoik from the teams and stuff like that. So that's also the part of it. I am fully aware it's a 50-50 match, but and I do think that it's gonna go depends on what each of them spins, in the spinning round, in the second round. But I think this is the match I'm going to catch up to Liam.
This could be the match I draw level with Teresa.
No, it can't.
No, it can't. You can.
One match isn't enough. Point. It's 2 points, honey.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 2 points.
Come on, Jacoby.
I can bring it up again if you want me to.
That's fine.
That's okay. We all know that Liam's terrible at math and predictions. So, yes.
Yeah.
Go for Ben.
So, you say I'm bad at maths? 1-0.
Okay, you got me there.
Sorry, Matt.
So, now you guys have got me complicated because do I go with my heart or do I go with who I know will win?
There was no luck about it. We were out. We were just amazing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Thomas. Okay. That was funny. You got me there.
Thank you for that. You just made my day.
Go on, Ben.
Okay, I'm going to go with Griffin Nooms. That was my instinct, so I'm going to go with my instinct.
On my own.
Lone Wolf Liam.
I know, oh no. I like it better when you two go together because
it only takes one. It only takes one. Just like it took England 1 goal to beat Croatia today. So I can do it by myself.
Liam, I will tell you something. I was really of course I was rooting for Croatia to win the Euros, but as I didn't think that would happen, I really wanted England to win because it's a young team and stuff like that. But after I saw this today, I really don't want England to win anything because you wouldn't shut up about it ever. Yeah, I'm done with this.
Well, okay, what's the last match for this?
Okay, I'm going to give Liam this one because he gave me the last one. So I'm going with Blonde.
No. Oh,
at least announce it first.
Sorry, it's Lon Harris versus Chance Ellison, and I'm going for Lon Harris.
I knew you were going to do that. You said you might the other day,
How
and
did
it worked.
you? How did you know when you said there will only be one match where we're not picking the same person?
I thought you were going to go Jacoby, to be honest.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then.
Yeah. So I got that one wrong.
Well, I surprised you somewhere, so
You did. You did.
That
You did.
counts.
I'm going Chance. I said the other week I will pick Chance and Paul every match they play, so I have to pick Chance. So
Yep.
yeah, but I think Long, like if he plays like he did against Drew, then it's definitely doable. But I don't think. I think Lon is kind of a little bit of an inconsistent player, and I think he played amazingly last time. So I don't think he's going to play to that level this time. He may surprise me, but I just think Chance is going to win.
Yeah, I think those are two players in singles who just didn't get their lucky break, and I think I'm glad that one of them will get it. And I don't mind losing on Lon because he got me one crazy point already this year with him beating Drew. So I thought I will take the chance. And now I actually can when Thomas won. So thank you, Major Harper, for giving me this opportunity because the worst I can be is even with Liam. So
yeah.
Okay, it's me now, right?
yes.
I'm also going Chance. Similar reason as Liam said, Lon is hit or miss, but I do think that even if Lon is hit, it's still like 50-50. But the thing is, Lon has to be hit player that day. So I think even if he's a hit, there is a still big chance that Chance can win. So I will be picking Chance.
And Chance is
In
playing
this
on
match.
such a high level this year. Like he's beating everyone and he's
He's
taking
the only
names.
one
Yeah.
that went perfect in that team's match.
Yes.
Like I think that's worth noting.
Yeah, he overplayed Dan Merle and Ben Bateman both. So
Yeah.
Also, I wanted
they
to
said
ask you.
Mike could have only 2 points in the first round and they still would win because Chance played that well. So
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
So-
That's crazy.
So, guys, I have a question for you. Do you think that winner of that match will play maybe JTE in the number one contender match?
I think
For the-
JT
Yeah.
plays Snyder.
Oh,
So I think the winner of that may get number one.
and do you think that maybe winner of this will play Adam Collins and then?
Yes.
I don't know that bracket.
I think this is the second bracket. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Then who
should
you
be.
picking?
So Teresa's lone wolf this week. I'm going with Chance.
I always do better when I'm completely alone.
Damn, I should have gone with Lon again.
No, dude, we got
No.
one lucky break. We won with Harper.
I know.
Leave it at that.
I know. I'm going Chance. I have to go Chance. Yeah, he does better than. He surprised me. He's gone perfect nearly all throughout the year. I think he hit his. He no longer has an issue with the 5. I think he's hit his 5 every time now. So, he's a consistent player and could be our next champion. And hopefully, this year we'll have more champions than just Dan Murrell. But we'll see.
Yeah, I would like that also.
I think
I
we
would-
will have.
I would really like if I could see Dan Merle in like the tournament.
Yes.
That's the thing.
I want to say I do think Chance is the better player of the two. Like he cares about
wow.
Schmoe a lot.
Come on, Holland. You got to do well.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
But
just
I'm
have,
betting
like,
on
mentality
him.
like England.
Come on, Netherlands.
he's just so unlucky in singles. I hope he
Yeah.
isn't anymore, but he is. So it just keeps happening to him, and I wonder if it happens again, like it did to Janine. So let's
think-
end
I
it on a
think
high
it-
note.
I do think that it will be like a 5-point, end up going to 5 points.
Yeah.
Like, the 5-point questions. I don't think it's going to be a KO or KO. Well, definitely not KO.
Well, I don't think Alon makes like the bad decisions he did before. So I don't think like he would take horror, for example, what he did. It was last year, right?
Yeah.
There's a few mistakes he did in the past, and it's not that I don't think he wouldn't do them again. I think Winston won't let him. He's a better manager than that. So
that's it for this week, isn't it? We haven't got a pay-per-view, so it's just the 3 matches.
No more punishments.
3.
A lot on the line. We're done with punishments, I think. Everyone's got them.
Yep,
haven't we?
everyone's got their punishments.
Cool. I think that's it then. I'd just like to say I don't think that I've mentioned this yet, but if you weren't aware, today England won one.
Wow.
okay,
Liam.
so guys, all of our social
Liam,
is in the
do
description.
you understand that if England doesn't pass the group, even if they beat us 2 times, I will laugh at you so hard, because I'm sure Scotland will left their hearts on the pitch to beat England in their match.
Sorry, I
Oh,
can't.
aye. If Scotland beats England, you will hear me brag so much.
Well, that's pretty good actually. Czech Republic.
So thank
Scotland
you for
is
watching
tomorrow.
today. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, please leave a comment,
Singing for
please give us a
England.
like,
England.
and we'll see you next week.
See you guys next week.